Damn, I ain't gonna Is it right?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Hold on. We still, we running on cut right now. Y'all gonna have to bear with us. But we here. Matter of fact, before we even start this, come down here to Legends.
Yeah.
Come get y'all some good chicken this Sunday.
And fried okra.
Man.
What
else? We got
And gizzards, and liver.
He said the Ronnie said the words.
Right. He said gizzards. Hey, what else? Hey, whatever you want.
Shrimp, jumbo shrimp, we got it all.
Oh, okay. How y'all doing today?
Hey everybody, waiting on you all to tune in on their page, and in a minute we're gonna be sharing it on ours. But tune in.
All right. Y'all got to bear with us. This is our first live.
As a collaboration.
You know what?
So we're excited. We're excited. We're excited to talk to you all today.
That's very hot.
Right, you're like 5
Very
minutes.
hot.
The fish is good too.
Yeah.
All right. How you doing?
Man, I'm straight to it.
That's more. Yeah, that's the bull. I ain't never heard of that. Where's the fish? Now where are they? Now how Ronnie? Just share it to me, Ronnie.
You should be right here.
I got one name. I got 6 pages. You got UET? No. Ronnie sent it to us.
He got a Larry talking about the recipe or something.
Oh. Just.
You got one page?
Huh?
You got one page?
Yeah, that's a short
We
one.
got like 50 pages. I just sent it to you.
I don't know what camera. Oh, here it is. Oh, well, yeah, that's probably.
I had tried to find this page, but it didn't come up. It didn't, whatever you would say, it should have came up in my notifications, but it didn't.
I just sent it to you. Marshall, what's happening? You ain't got the time?
Rocky page is weird.
Why? You tag all everybody tag.
So Larry High, who was
If
Larry
you,
High,
if our
that's
name
it
is,
at the top.
Yeah, that's me.
yeah, we here. Let me go ahead and tag this, because I don't think he tagged us right.
Rocky
name
went
is
right
highlighted. You go to your page.
Ah.
If our name got highlighted, then we not tagged. It don't matter, we get that.
Okay, so, but I'm your friend, how do I get on it?
So, all right, now I'm gonna look. Hold on. Let me ask y'all one more time.
Ask
I want you.
ask when. Sorry.
All right, so boom. I'm gonna ask you, look at it here. Boom, there you go.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I don't know, it ain't highlighted though. Little text. That's good, that's all.
Say. No?
Well, I'm on your page.
Oh, okay. Why don't you try to do this?
Here you go, teach that. Here we go. She got it, just
All right, so.
share it to everybody. All right, that's
All
all.
right. So, welcome to a special edition, and excuse us for, and we having fun, so it's all good. Welcome to a special edition of Connect Resource Entertainment. We here to talk about some very important issues in the industry. We got some people, some resources that's very resourceful in the industry as well. So let me introduce first up Miss Letitia Waters. Introduce yourself. She's a coach. She's been working with the youth for man.
21 years of my own, running my own organization.
Oh wow.
It's been a long time, if you want to count House Arrest 2 and things of that nature. But 21 years running my own organization.
Okay, that's what's up. Mr. Ronnie Salone? Yeah, Salone, that's right. when I hit the tracks, I think I'm being slow for some reason. But, right. So, how long you been working with the youth?
I've been working, I started House of Math in 1985. So I've been in 35, years.
That's dope. That's dope. Man, we got Coach Ivory Ector, and how long you been working with the youth?
Oh, 24 years.
24 years
working with you. Yeah, youth and teens, 24 years.
Wow. Okay, so Coach Ivory, she presented the idea to us, and thank you for having us be a part of it as well. And you know, this is very important. This movement, you know, we here in Chicago. You know, y'all hear a lot of trouble stuff, man. I love it. It's beautiful. You know, so it's just the teens need some guidance as well as adults as well. You know, so let's talk about the current event. We're gonna start with
Current event, that's from you.
No, we want to talk about the industry.
Oh, yeah, let's start with
Yeah,
this. Let's go.
industry. So since Ronnie is, since what?
Go.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Since Ronnie is an icon, he's a legend in the city of Chicago and abroad, he has more knowledge and wisdom on our youth, our young adults, and our teens, and why an event that's coming up that we're gonna be talking about is needed. So hook us up with some combo, Ronnie.
So right now, what we're trying to do right now is that we're trying to empower the youth. We're also just trying to unite people, bring people together, and give people a different alternative than what's going on out in the streets that's negative. So I want to thank I agree for pulling us all together as a panel just to really just discuss and talk about it, and some things need to be talked about. So I started House of Math in 1985. Back in 1985, when you go over to a lot of Chicago areas, you had the rink, you had the loop skating ring. You had about 7 or 8 different skating rinks throughout just the south side of Chicago. So what I think we fall short at, you know, as a community is that we don't have the opportunities right now to get kids engaged and being united together. And I think that that's one of the biggest problems within the city right now. I think that once you put a group of kids in a controlled environment, young adults in a controlled environment, I think that helps. Right now they have no outlet to do anything, to be inspired or to be up with friends and just have a good time. That's different from when we came up in 1985 within the industry. You know, we always had parties to go to, we had skating rinks to go to, we had marching to go to, we had spring wheels to go to, and it goes on and on. So I think that we have to be doing something within the city of Chicago that can grab the youth attention. And I think that right now with the Tishuas and Logo, Matt Holton and Shakur and so many other dance instructors that's out there today, they doing their job just being able to unify and keep organizations together. But I think we as a community need to pull together and also support them and give different avenues for kids to be doing different things. The Great American trips, just being able to get away. So that's just my outlook on things, man. I think that we need hope to be able to move forward. We need to believe in the spiritual being, which is God Himself. And I think that once we start loving each other all over again, it won't be as easy to go out on to take each other's lives.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree with that.
So, Ms. Waters. So, currently, I know, like I say, you're active with the youth, with the ministry. What are you seeing some of the issues that's going on with the kids these days?
And talk up, because I don't know if they can hear that.
Right.
Yeah, speak loud.
Okay, so,
That's my touchdown.
So,
First off, to piggyback on a few things that Ronnie said, and then also to start off with Larry said. First of all, we're not there a dance troupe. You know what I'm saying? Like, we involved. We've been doing it for so long. You know what I'm saying? So, a lot of stuff, a lot of dedication, hard times, things of that nature that we've been working for. You know, little small things like that. Yeah, like a legal. will correct it because we used to be a dance team. We used to be a dance troupe, you know what I'm saying? But now, you know, we're a dance company, you know what I'm saying? So us being a dance company, you know, we expanded, you know, and a lot of us have different branches, you know what I'm saying, all over, such as Matthew for Dance Force, you know, he got different branches on South Side, North Side, East Side, things of that nature. And then with the dance company, a lot of us have involved in now the institute, like I'm a dance institute now. So I opened my company up and made us a dance institute because we offer more than just dance. So under the Empire Dance Institute, I have like 6 different departments, and the dance company is just one department. You know what I'm saying? So we have a gymnastics, majorette, footwork, summer camp, mentor program, and the dance company. Okay, so we are all year round program, and everything is broken down. So it's like everything that you took, like if you come from a dance studio, you know, the way they operate is totally different from how we operate, because they morely do dance classes 45 minutes or 1 hour, just focusing on that one thing. We might have 1 class per week, that's it. On the other side of us, where we practice for like 2 hours or 2.5 hours, but within that 2.5 hours, we doing hip hop here, we doing majorette here, we doing gymnastics here. You know what I'm saying? That's all in the same practice span, you know. So yeah, so a lot of us have definitely graduated from being just a dance team, dance group. You know what I'm saying? We graduated to dance companies and dance institutes, things of that nature, and traveling companies as well. And now, what Ronnie was saying, piggyback on what Ronnie was saying, how, you know, back in the day, you know what I'm saying, we had like gatherings and events and things of that nature to where everybody looked forward to coming to, you know. Now it's like, nowadays, right now, we have a few of those events, you know what I'm saying, we do. I mean, I commend John for doing Combat Zone, because that's somewhere where the footworkers could go to actually release themselves and things of that nature, and not just footwork, because he opened it up for battles as well. So forth, what we do with Battle Dome. But the difference between now and then is, back in the day, we was thirsty to come to these things, you know what I'm saying? We met up at the house, or somebody's house, you know what I'm saying? We going over what we about to do, we pulling up, everybody know, you know what I'm saying? And we take it all out like when we come about. Nowadays, you know, dancing is everybody's passionate about it, but a lot of people use the link up to have settle their personal differences. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about far as like if they into it with somebody. Back in the day, we more really had hands on what the hell was gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Like if somebody was doing something, we already knew. We was gonna come to a big gym, it was gonna be you all night get in, house first 2 over here, and our leaders were sitting at a table. You know, and we discussed what happened, and somebody got the book. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't, oh, people gonna fight, oh, now we gotta be screaming, trying to break this up and all this stuff. That's the only issue of what we have right now, as far as within the dancing generations. Everybody wanna wait till this nice event come up, you know what I'm saying, to show their talent. But, you know, dancing to me, you know, it's like one of the biggest games, and not like a game in a bad way, but at the end of the day, it is everybody is rocking out for who they dance with. Everybody love who they with. Whatever they wearing, they love that squad. You know what I'm saying? And competitions and things of that nature is totally different now. You know, like we used to just get prepared for one competition. Now we're preparing for 5 categories in one competition. You know what I'm saying? So instead of you walking away with just 1 trophy, you walking away with 5. And then within that 5, you will walk away with a trophy that's bigger than you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like dancing have definitely changed. You know, so I think that you know, if the leaders can get together, you know what I'm saying, like far as on and being on the same accord with a lot of stuff. Like there's a few of us that's on the same accord with a lot of stuff. You know, we communicate with each other, kids leave, call each other, things of that nature. You know, because we need to see why this child left or what the situation was. It's about a respect thing. You know, so. John.
What y'all talking about?
The new king is here.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So, Coach Ivy, how you doing today?
I'm doing good. I'm doing hot, you know. No, I'm good.
Okay. So you work with the youth as well.
Yeah.
Well, what age did you say?
I started working with kids at the age of 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. So
I got my
what Okay, what's some of the issues you see?
I'm doing a course of working with kids. I work with the park district, so when you think recreation, you think, oh, I'm about to deal with some kids, teach them a little floor hockey, tumbling, dance, or whatever they're coming to for recreation, and you actually are dealing with their emotional stability.
Okay.
You know, you realize that when they come there, they like you because you're giving them discipline and structure, and you're supposed to be flipping with them. You know what I mean? And so you realize that our young people have low self-esteem, a lot of issues at home, and you can't cry on issues at home, but this is probably why you got behavior problem out of them. When we think about their identity and anger issues, a lot of our young men, they're like 5, they're like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Why are you so angry? Like they're really angry, and then they don't have any fear. So when you don't have fear, I don't mean like fear like afraid, but fear like in reverence, which means respect. When you don't have that, they subject to do anything. And so again, you're dealing with emotional issues, mental issues, physical issues, sexual issues. But we supposed to be doing recreation.
Right,
Yeah.
You're supposed to be dancing.
right.
But now you gotta sit down and talk to a kid for probably 2 hours or whatever, just to, as Ronnie kicked off with, let them feel some type of love.
Right.
See, that's what it's all. She said we talk, and he said love. Let's get love back. She said we respect, and he said let's get love back. And so, what he was supposed to be establishing House of Madness, dancing all over the place. Even now, Ronnie does concerts and promote all kinds of stuff on top of this awesome restaurant, right? But he's feeding the community. He's doing certain things with the youth that they probably don't get at home. You'll be surprised that the kids try to have supper. You know what I mean? A supper, like something that's small. Yeah, something simple as a supper or a flavored juice. And I know that somebody probably like, no, literally.
Yeah.
We will be surprised. And so we're supposed to be doing one thing, but we're doing another. And so, just to go into why we're here, we are here because on this Friday, we all collab, we came together. Coach Larry, which is also DJ Larry Hot, Ronnie Salone, Letitia Waters, and me, Coach Ivory Actor. We came together because we wanted to empower, as Tish gave us the theme of it, the industry. And so what we had realized was there were a lot of different things transpiring in the dance community, but Tish also expressed that it's more than dancers. They're singers, they're rappers, they're people in poetry, they're drummers, they're artists. But all these different things are within her organization. All these different things Ronnie actually has his hands on. All these different things you actually DJ for. And all these different things I actually see. And so at this point, Tish was like, she cussed with it, but she was like, my kids are hopeless. You know, sometimes I got kids that come in and want to like take their life. I'm like, what? You know, like what? They want to take pills and end their life. They identity again, all these different issues. And she was like, even their parents, and sometimes they have no hope. So in actuality, people don't like to hear it, but Tish has a ministry. She's just not preaching in a pulpit, in a church building. Her ministry is dance, but also her responsibility is to protect those kids to the best of her ability with what she has. That's her responsibility. That's what God gave us. So whatever gift God gave Tish, outside of being creative and able to dance, that's her responsibility to give those to those kids, those youth, and those young adults. Ronnie has a ministry. He has a restaurant. Yes, he's a producer. Yes, he's a CEO. Yes, he's an icon. Yes, he's a legend. But what was his assignment as CEO? What was his assignment as the president of House of Madness? What's his assignment when he's in his community? But he has an assignment. Don't just have no restaurant. No, what is his purpose? And every kid that walk in this door, every kid that see him, Darnell has an assignment. Darnell Payne, shout out. You got you, Darnell Payne. He has an assignment. What is his assignment? When you see him walking and marching, he still has an assignment. Marcus Hendricks, he has an assignment. I think he started back up 8-9, right? The babies or something, I think he called it. But what's that assignment? We have an assignment to these young people. It's beyond just dancing. because you're dealing with more than just dancing. And our job is to find out how we can encourage them, how we can empower them, how can we give them hope, how can we get them to be where we are, and how do we get to where we are. And if I ask you just one, how did you get to, with who? How did you get to where you are by what, Ronnie? How did you get to where you are? Tish just put a post up the other day and said, I'm paraphrasing, but she said, I promise you, if you just wait, God will answer. She said that, clearly that. I don't care how she comes, I don't care what she do. Her faith is that regardless of what I'm going through, trying to take care of everybody named mama, God, if I be patient, is going to answer. How you get to where you at?
Man, I think he done came in. Come on.
Yeah. Oh, you ready to die?
Even back in the days, we used to talk about MTV Cribs. This is how some of the guys that I had dealt with found some kind of success. You talk about 85, 86, 87, everybody wanted to be a drug dealer and wanted to do everything and anything they could. A lot of money was going back then. But it was also inspired because it was the FUBU clothes and all these big things everybody wanted at that time. You see what I'm saying, right? So I'll come back to the late 90s when MTV Crib came out. Everybody was looking at this TV show with all these big old houses that these rappers had acquired by using their talent. So I took like 5 guys out about 2 years ago to Highland Park, Michael Jordan, and Cypher, and all those there. Anybody that's a somebody stay pretty much out in Highland Park because of these big old mansions. So they can only be able to see them on TV. Now I want to drive them to a place where they can actually see what they can be inspired to have. See, so we so stuck in the hood. Whereas in our own little personal space, where we're not giving these kids that outing. You know, we had a bus that went out to Marble Stadium every Friday night. We went to Great America every year, like once or twice a year, as a group. You know, we always found other things to do to get them out the hood. But our youth nowadays is so stuck in the hood where they don't know nothing else besides the block. You know what I'm saying? And then us as, well, I won't say dance leaders or CEOs, you know, we so afraid of one of our members being hurt and being injured, even with going to some of these shows where we see there's so much danger. But if we can start bringing love and unity back and being able to expose kids and being able to know each other, feel each other, vibe with each other, then it ain't just about my kids or his kids or their kids, it's about the kids as a whole. But we have to find ways to keep these kids inspired. You know, we was inspired to have a little money back in the day because everybody wanted to dress fresh and just look good. These kids can't have it these days, bro.
I feel that.
So,
Go ahead, go ahead. Don't want you to get the cussing though.
But my thing is, you know, just like Ronnie said, that comes back to when I was talking about the competitions, things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? This is the reason why I started traveling. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, you start traveling because at the end of the day, you can be the best here, but you're not the best there.
Oh, yeah.
And then it's like, you be the best here. A lot of teams, they like being in dancing career, or a lot of dancers being in a career here, just thinking like, okay, there's nothing else for me to do. It's, you know, I gotta find something else to do. Well, that's not the case. You know what I'm saying? But every team follow their leader, so it's basically up to their leader. So if they leader felt like, okay, well, this is just it, then they gonna end your career at an early stage, and then that's something you need to blame on your leader. Because it's like, when you see, seriously, because you in Chicago, why not go to California or Orlando or LA or Memphis or, you know what I'm saying? Why not go to these places and get into these competitions? And then and that way now you meet new people. Now you meet a new dance teams and things of that nature. And then you like, well, you know what I'm saying? And like, you know, and then you get beat and it's like, okay, now I gotta go back to the drawing board, which makes you more interested, which puts that drive back into you, you know what I'm saying? And then it actually expands your mind a little more because you just thinking like, okay, well, we just doing this style of dance, we got this on lock. But no, we don't, because somebody else got something on lock that's topping that, you know what I'm saying? So, but when you travel, when you get to travel, you get to meet different people. You get to meet different people, you get to wear different things, you know what I'm saying? Which puts more on your resume. Also, as far as with me, a lot of my kids love to dance. That's basically a passion. A lot of my kids dance and have other passions as well. So I don't try to just put a cap on it, like you have to dance and do something else, you know what I'm saying, you can't dance, like, no.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I like at the end of the day, it's a priority. Like whatever you want to do, you know what I'm saying? You can do it. But if this is what you want to do as well, you know what our focus and what our mission and what our goal is. So you have to prioritize, you know. But I make it to where my dancers get paid. You know what I'm saying? As far as my instructors get paid. Now we're not funded. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't like I can, you know, knock down with a, you know. But I'm gonna make sure you get your $25 an hour. I'm gonna make sure, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna get this, you're gonna get compensated. And it's a lot of my dancers appreciate it, whether it's a phone bill paid or whether it's a haircut, whether you have, you know what I'm saying, gas in your car or whether you got groceries, things of that nature, like they appreciate that, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, here it is, I'm dedicating myself to this woman and her company, you know what I'm saying? And she see, you know what I'm saying, what I don't even see in myself. And then she's actually, you know, like basically like giving back, whether it's like I said, for money or something else. And sometimes it just be just to pick the phone up. If they call me, I pick the phone up, I have attitude because it's the time they call them. But the fact that I'm listening, because they have nobody else to listen.
This is the purpose of the
You know what I'm saying? So,
and this is the purpose of the event on Friday.
yeah, that's all I want for everybody that's coming out to that event.
So what I'm hearing from both of y'all is exposure. Like,
That's
what I'm hearing. So
yeah.
I live by this quote, this guy, Jamal Payne. Shout out to Jamal Payne. He said, your level of exposure determines your level of success. And I truly believe that because, it's some places like we just, like you say, we get stuck in our environment. And we just like, man, we put all that exposure on the back burner. Who knew you could go to eat in LA?
Right.
Who knew Chum can take them out there to the viral, what's his name?
The
Clown, Tommy the Clown. You know, I remember him talking about Tommy the Clown. And then, boom, he right there with Tommy the Clown.
Bro.
Come on, man.
You know, see, sometimes we think about the dollar. And a lot of kids do, they the money.
Yeah.
But it's just the struggle that the dance instructors and leaders go through.
Right.
But if Chum took some kids out there to meet the clown and she take these kids all over the world, they don't remember that 10 years down the line. I remember when we went to Las Vegas. I remember when we went to California. I remember when we went to Atlanta. They're not going to remember the 10 or $20, $30 we gave.
Yeah.
Don't talk to me about money. They can give you the exposure of being able to look back 5 or 10 years from now and say, I remember when we did. You never remember the time about something they going on. We met Al Kennedy in 1990, and it was a peak of the dance industry before, right? And when we had a chance to open up a Bernie Mac, Ice Cube, Scarface, Ghetto Boys, every show that came to Chicago, we was opening these shows. When I talk to kids that's, adults now, 30 years later, they can tell me any and everything about that particular moment. They can't speak about a dollar I gave them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I don't even let my kids focus. You a blessing, and you're a beacon of light to our community.
Right.
In spite of all.
Yeah.
You have to realize there's so many lives that you touch and you change over the course of your time. That's a ministry by itself.
Right.
Everybody is not going to be able to say that 20 years from now,
Yeah.
I was at this person's graduation, I helped him graduate, I bought my mom out there, I gave this, I gave that. But because your program, they had to be in school, and some people would graduate just because they was
Oh, no, that's for sure.
Yeah, because they was
Mustang.
But listen, it's well, and I agree. I kind of felt like, you have felt But my thing is, I agree. Just how you said, back in the day, like how everybody wanted to be dressed nice and things of that nature, we got a lot of kids right now that will wear a whole sweater for a whole summer. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I got kids that, you know what I'm saying, they can't get a haircut. I got kids that can, get personal items and things of that nature. So when I say, you know what I'm saying, I put them in position for them to get compensated for the certain things that they do. At the end of the day, they look at that as a blessing as well because they're not getting that from home. It's hard for them to find a job. Some of these kids are still in school, they can't get a job. You know what I'm saying? I have like 60 to 70, damn near 80 numbers, and if I have a parent meeting, it's 9. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, and then as a leader, I definitely don't look at it like as far as for the money because the dollar ain't coming in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you got people that really don't understand, like, they can see my presentation and feel like I'm doing well, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, they don't know the struggle I shut down a lot of times. You know, when I do the summer camp, and I wanna thank Avery, you know what I'm saying, for the summer, because this is where I was able to have my summer camp at. You know, but you know, when I do the summer camp, my fees is extremely low. Like, I compare my fees to other people's prices and it's nowhere near, but my fees is within that low because of the community that I'm in and who I'm reaching out to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So in order for me to get these kids in, I have to make sure, you know what I'm saying, that the fees is feasible. You know what I'm saying? So they can be right. And then the things that I offer in camp, I'm offering way more stuff than the Park District or any camp is offering. You know, so I try to do partnerships with certain people that I know that's up and coming. You know what I'm saying? What they got going on. And like I said, it's not about the money. And some people I deal with, it's about the money. And I hate that because it's like, if we focus on 30 kids and we get 15, I'm confused on where, you know what I'm saying? Like, we should all be in the same floor because you know that we are building this for the kids.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like everything that, you know, everything that we have going on now, it's a few CEOs, you know, that I see that's actually pushing. You know what I'm saying? Like, we really pushing. It's like we all knocking on this door, but somebody open to actually see, you know, what we got going on. Because right now, we all promoting to the same people, and we all do it. And we might do the Bud Billiken, you know what I'm saying, and get a few interviews from the Bud Billiken, but after the Bud Billiken is over, then it's like, okay, what's next?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we get
What's the
these
next
sponsors,
high?
like one in front of Bud
For lack
Billiken.
of wording, it's like, what's the next high? Like,
Yeah, because it's like, they get these sponsors from the Bud Billiken, then when the Bud Billiken is over with, it's like, okay, we know we need a location, it's not nothing for you to find us one. And I'm not blaming this on the Bud Billiken because the Bud Billiken has been doing extremely well, especially this year, you know, but to just see one or two people running the team, they got 100 kids and adults, and my numbers is 4 years old, you know what I'm saying? But to see all these dance leaders with all these kids saving all these lives, you trying to tell me this the only thing that you could come up with? You know what I'm
But you
saying?
know what, I would, you know what I would suggest is that if you can come, or any dancer, you can come into a relationship with 3 or 4 other dance coaches. And we're gonna do 4 events every year. It's gonna take care of our program. It ain't gonna be Tish money, it ain't gonna be Shakuna money, it's gonna be our organization.
Organization money.
So that way, you know, you got 4 shows that's coming up where we all involved. It ain't gonna push those shows. We're gonna push these 4 shows.
Right.
4 shows is all of our shows.
Right. You still want
Now,
your
financially,
financial.
you're gonna get the exposure that's needed because everybody's pushing just one agenda, maybe in March, June, July.
Oh, no. That's in the
That's
works.
good.
That's in the works already. I can't really speak on it right
You
now.
might get
But yeah.
a meeting, might not want to support this CEO, or might not support this.
Exactly.
Right.
But that CEO
Yeah.
camaraderie, you ain't got to support it because this is your bread and butter, your organization.
So,
And people gonna start knocking on your door, everybody start knocking on everybody else's door, the city is in turmoil right now.
oh,
So city needs programs that you guys are doing, and you take notes of what you guys are doing because y'all saving lives.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it need to be talked about and spoken about. That should be on WGN, that should be on.
That should be
Yeah.
exactly.
The Buffalo Get Break got that platform where y'all don't need to just be talking about the book.
Yeah.
They need to give y'all a platform to talk about the things that y'all doing and how y'all
Right.
need to go.
Right.
I mean, that's just what it is.
So, being the person that I am, I like tools. That's what I give people. I give people tools to help empower them to achieve breakthrough in their life. That's what Achieve Breakthrough is about. And I'm going to go back to reiterate for any CEO, any coach, any artist, any person in the industry that's hearing this, okay? We say love, we're saying respect, and we're saying unity.
Yes.
This is what we should be instilling in our young people. When we say young, we mean anywhere from 5, 3, like she said, all the way up to young adults and even adults, because we need it too. You know what I'm saying? We're not. I'm calling her sometimes at 3, 4 in the morning. She's like, "What you want?" Listen, let me tell you what God is saying. I'm telling you. 3, 4. I ain't gonna call and listen to what's happening. And she's like, let me put my thing down. Put it down. You know when I finish, so we can go back. You know what I'm saying? So the tools that I'm hearing that the industry needs, and I got excited from calm myself down. unity. And so if we have love, which will allow us to respect, you just got yourself out, and then that brings unity, then you all will be more powerful. You all will be more powerful and more effective in your work, which we are saying is ministry. I gotta bring the God component in.
Come on,
That's
come
what
on.
I'm So we're here, and we're gonna be at Saint Sabina Auditorium on Friday with our empowerment session, because everything that Tish just said, everything that Ronnie just said is all about empowering. So if we empower you to love, if we empower you to respect, and if we empower you with the tool of unity, then we expect something different. But let me hold you accountable, leaders. If we're sitting here and saying that our young people need to love more instead of hate, is basically what we're saying. If our dance industry or the industry in general would respect one another more, respect the CEO of the institution, respect, I think y'all keep saying chum, respect, I think you said, I said Matt Holton, but what was his name? I was like, I didn't know that. Matthew. So only if they're a leader. Yeah, so if you respect them, right? And then once the respect and the love is given, then unity can come. You all have to display that in order to give that to the youth. If we don't let them see, it's like how your parents don't let you see everything that they do, and until you get grown, it's like, that's what y'all was doing? I didn't know y'all was doing that, you know? So it's like everything can't be done in front of your people, these babies. Everything, yes, this is a free country, they got all that, but let's use a level of discretion because we want to empower them and not take away their power. We don't, we're in a stage where they're young enough to be cultivated to be better in society, because you're dealing with society issues. You get what I'm saying? But if the leaders don't have it, and all y'all care about is dancing, but you got to get hygiene products to somebody, and the other people probably don't have to get hygiene products because they parents own it. But my issue is a social issue, is what I'm hearing for Tish. It's a social issue, and then say Jones isn't because they financially stable, but his could be an emotional issue. But if we are supporting each other in both of those ways and displaying that, then it'll get rid of it all. Right. And so Friday, I just gotta go back to Friday. How much? Friday. We decided to collab with Letitia Waters because Letitia has a following. Letitia, she might not even know how awesome she is, you know. Many probably would perceive her to be arrogant in her own right just because of where she is. But confidence and arrogance is two totally different things. And we believe that Achieving Breakthrough believes in backing up the Empire Institute and empowering the industry, empowering youth, teens, and young adults to achieve breakthroughs in their lives. It will make it easier for you all to lead and do what you have to do. Now, here's the thing. It's a free event. It's open to everybody, even their parents. Because as Tish said, some of their parents need to be there too. This is a free event. It's a coaching session. And we'll also be revealing something that Letitia Waters is going to be doing next as well on that night. But we want you all to come out. Again, our central location is about God. And it's how can we encourage and empower a generation to, when we was in house arrest, so we used to have to go to church. First of all, we all went to church individually. But as a group, why would make us wear black and white? Cat Daddy would get his van, but we had to go to Cat Daddy's church. Now, we did, so why we gotta go? Well, I was in church, but still, why we gonna be dancing? Our prayer included who made us? God made us. Who can break us? Nobody. Who's the best? House arrest. House arrest who? House arrest too. Right? Y'all ready to dance Cheerios, right? You would always see Darnell Payne and you thought you training before a show, after a show, and he has some talented. Them people can sing. You hear me? You got them talent to sing and all that. And his thing, as well as Ronnie, they prayed. And so what we're trying to do is encourage and empower this industry in their faith and hope in God. So what got us to where we are. And so we're gonna come there on Friday at Saints of Vine. The doors open at 6:00 p.m. You can start coming in. We'll have little beverages and little things that you can purchase if you want, so you can quench your thirst. But come out and be empowered to achieve breakthrough. If you're a coach and you're exhausted mentally, you're a CEO and you're exhausted, you know what I'm saying, emotionally. If you're a young teen, young adult, and you know you need something, because you can be dancing and still want to take your own life. Y'all ain't nobody saying nothing. So you got a bunch of suicidal people dancing, and you think it's cool because we rolling the blunt. And we high. And so we had, so we good now that we have, but when that hat come down, you still don't want to take your life. How do you help that kid or that young adult that's confused or that's coming to you and telling you you can't really help them because you still kind of doing whatever it is you're doing, which who cares? But you got to turn yourself off when it's time to help and give them something different. I'm going to share this and I hope she don't get upset. But Letitia told me one day, I gave so much that I don't have nothing else to give. And I was like, well, I'm not calling you about what you did. This is why, listen to this. Because sometimes when somebody owes you something, but you see the need that what they're doing is greater, you don't care about that because it's a relationship and it's a assignment. And so who ministers to the CEO? Right? It's times I'll just pop up and be like, Ronnie, I gotta tell you something. I'm coming back. And I just pop up, you know what I'm saying? Because God cares about all of us. Right? And so we're not saying nobody go to church. We don't know. We're not even saying you believe. It's not a business. It's about giving you hope that even though you're dancing, even though you got these young people, even though you got all this going on with these young people, that the young people need hope. They need to know that after they dance, they gotta go back home to a house where they gotta watch all their kids, all their siblings, or they gotta go back to a house and their parents may be strung out. They gotta go back to a house where somebody could even be touching on them. It's so much, you know what I'm saying, going on. What gives them hope outside of I gotta dance again another day? Because what happens when you don't see that kid no more? Right. Because you could have given more, but you don't want to take the opportunity to show up Friday so they can be empowered. Because we don't know what's going to happen. And so we all just kind of told you what's sustaining all of us. Ronnie said God. Letitia said God. I'm saying God. I can tell I've been to jail and everything. And people don't want to hear the story. Listen. Look. I mean, I'm telling you.
Before we close out, I want to say something too, right? You have given. You feel like you're giving all you can give, but you got so much more to give. So you never out give. You know what I'm saying? God won't make a way for you.
Yes.
So believe that. Continue to do what you're doing. It's a struggle. You know, we want to all be to help in some kind of way. We should be. You know what I'm saying? But you know, you still have you save lives, and everybody can say that.
Everybody can't say that.
You might not realize it right now. You might have thought about it. But 10, 15 years down the line, when you really just retired and sitting around thinking, you're going to have a lot of people that's going to be, giving you the clues that's needed. Just telling you that you made, when I was going through this, you know, I was going through this, but you saved my life because I was at practice 4 or 5 times a day, 4 or 5 hours a day. And I was escaping this. They might be afraid to say that now, but I'm still hearing this people coming here, probably don't know how to ever reach me. But now that I got a restaurant, they can come in if they don't be here. And the most joy, I can't think about the money aspect of it. I can't talk about the show. When a person come in with affects me the most, when I can get to go to and talk to anybody that can come in and talk to me or talk to somebody on the street and they say, during that time I was going to do this, and that, and come to been a part of the house tonight, been a part of anybody, been a part of the house. Let's say it's
Yeah.
That's most important.
Yeah. Because that's the goal.
So you have so much more to give.
Yeah.
If you don't know you're giving, that's your time alone, your ear, and you being firm how you do it. That's everything.
Yeah, and so I'm glad you said that because I felt like she needed to be encouraged. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just sitting here, you know, again, nobody knows the fullness of a person's struggle or if they even struggling or not. You remember what it took her to get out of bed? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So,
You know what? And make sure, y'all, bring, like you said, bring your parents, your kids, brothers, sisters, and all my, dance turned into, I really transitioned to the footwork side. All my footwork leaders. I need y'all to be there too. Shout out to Open the Circle too. They doing their youth. I work with them doing the summer for their youth. Okay, and just this is not the end result of what the industry can do, but this is the result. Look, all this stuff from the industry. And this is a powerful industry. The money gonna come later, but right now, man, this saved my life. I know it saved all our lives. So, man, just make sure y'all come out. Where we at?
we at St. Sabina, that address real quick, somebody.
7801 Troop, I think.
Come on!
7801 Troop. You told me the family guy, say that.
7801 South Troop, St. Sabina, won't even we're getting excited on here, y'all. Look, 7801 South Troop, this Friday, September 23rd, 6 p.m. Come as you are. We're going to have the DJ in the house. We're going to have Letitia Waters in the house. Hopefully, Mr. Ronnie can get out. And he can be, my man, and he'll be there. And just come with no expectations, so you won't be disappointed. I know that sounds weird, but that's the truth. Because if you come expecting one thing, get something different, you're going to disappoint yourself.
Right.
So just come ready to receive, if anything else. And we'll see you on Friday. We love you all. And peace out.
Peace.
Oh yeah, thanks for tuning in.
Thanks
Check out the
for
show.
Oh man.